What areas of support will the organization focus
So yeah, we are, number one, we're focusing on policy. Um, so policy in a couple of things. Right now, there's a 90-day deferment on home mortgages, right? We're trying to get that extended to 12 to 18 months. The governor was only able to do a 90-day deferment, but what we're also, like, the problem that we see with that is people are gonna be in temporary housing, and so after that 90 days, people are literally gonna be paying their mortgages and they're gonna be paying rent for where they're staying right now. That's crazy. Also what we have already worked on is a freeze on property tax. And so, what that looks like is, whatever your property tax was when your home burned down, when you rebuild, if you build with the same, square footage, your property tax will not change. But if you wanna build a mansion and all that kind of stuff, you gonna pay for that mansion. God bless you. So we wanna make sure that people are not being gouged out of our community. The next thing that we are focusing on, is support for our renters. We have a lot of renters that lost their homes that did not have renters insurance. And so that's another thing that we're advocating for as far as policy goes, but we're also making sure that we are giving out direct cash assistance. We're making sure that we're connecting with our members. We're making sure that we are advocating for our community members, especially our African American and Brown community members within that space. And so we are an advocacy organization, and we're gonna advocate to the best of our ability, and we're gonna say what most people won't say. And that's what it's about, right? Sometimes we gotta agitate in order to get some stuff done. And so I'm willing and able to agitate. And people know me to be an agitator, so I'm excited about that portion of it. So let's agitate so that we can change some stuff and change the history of Alta.
Have y'all always ever said the line, oh, the only time something gets done around this house is when I start acting a fool?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's exactly how it is.
That's when she get that belt and I get right.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, y'all. That's a lie. My mom ain't never used a belt. She used switches and
my mom
stuff
used
like
cable
that.
cords.
So,
My mom used cable
so if
cords.
y'all watching it, y'all not used to that. Sorry, but yeah, that's what we did.
And then just to close, we want for number 10, Brotherhood Crusade has opened the Brotherhood Crusade Fire Relief Fund, where people and organizations can donate money to support victims of the fire at www.brotherhoodcrusade.org. We are happy to support you in all your efforts. Any last words to the viewers on the way to support?
Yeah, so number one, thank you to Brotherhood Crusade for the direct support. The CEO has been great. Chad has been great. The support from the organization has been amazing. Once again, we cannot do this alone. And so as we continue to reimagine our community and rebuild for our community, we ask that if you want to come help and volunteer, we have distributions every single Saturday. We are also doing some other stuff throughout the month. But there's a lot of work to be done. There's fundraising to be done. There's rebuilding to be done. There's education to be done. There's advocacy to be done. There's a lot of volunteer work. And so whatever, I always tell our volunteers this, whatever you find that for your hands to do it, right? Most times we wait for people to ask us. This is not a season for you to wait for somebody to ask you for help. Check on your family, check on your friends. Most people that are in the midst of this are not okay. And so just make sure that we are taking time to breathe. I remember one of the first text messages I got was from Chad telling me, hey man, like, cut your phone off, lay next to your wife and chill. And my wife unfortunately heard that. And so she reminds me daily, like, remember what Chad said, like, cut off your phone and chill. So yeah, that has been the thing for me. And so I appreciate you guys for this opportunity, and y'all continue to be great, continue to use your voice, because if you don't use your voice, I promise you, there is something that is a void in our communities when we don't advocate the way we're supposed to be advocating and using our voice the way we're supposed to be using it. So thank you guys for what you guys are doing. Keep shining at whatever school you're at and whatever you're doing, keep shining at it and continue to build legacy, because you guys are gonna build some amazing legacies from this moment on. So appreciate you guys for this opportunity.
And we appreciate you for just coming here and giving us the opportunity. And then we just want to stop for a quick second and give thanks and show gratitude to our sponsors of BMO, who have given us funds for the Accelerated Radio program and the Brotherhood Crusade podcast program. And then we just want to leave you with a tip before we go, which is protect your identity, which is shred sensitive documents, prevent identity theft by securely disposing of personal information, whether that is any tax documents, anything that you could find that can destroy your identity or people can get easy access to, make sure to easily get rid of it. And then with that, also monitor your credit report. Understand your spending habits, know what you're going into, and then always be prepared and be attentive with what you do. And then just with final remarks, there have been pressure, there has been loss, but with great pressure always comes a diamond, and you are a diamond, Mr. Lamar.
Appreciate you, brother.
And we thank you for what you do.
You know what they say, one thing we've always done as fellow folks, we've always continued. We've always prospered.
Yeah.
Even in times of pain and heartache, we continue.
Absolutely.
We make the best of what we can.
We will always rise. And shout out to Mr. Nash.
Yes, sir.
And good night, everybody.
Yes.
Bye
Go Eagles.
They flew.